Network News. I'm Thomas Kamulat. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem. Dr. Abiy expressed the government's interest to cement the historical ties between the nations. Prime Minister Netanyahu said he will encourage Israeli investors to invest in Ethiopia. Fakadu Brown.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu officially welcomed the visiting Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, with a guard of honor at the Prime Minister's office in Jerusalem. On the event, the two sides have briefed concerning the existing relations of the two countries. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed said his visit is aimed at expressing the government of Ethiopia's interest to cement the historic ties between the two nations.
Ethiopia shares common roots of history, language and culture with Israel. The relation between our two countries go back to ancient times, and thus our forefathers and foremothers have always had an interest to build this special relationship. Ethiopian church and monasteries in Israel are vivid reminders of our ties. Among the glorious stories that have been recounted of centuries, most Ethiopians know by the heart the story of the King Sheba and King Solomon. This shared history will continue to serve as the basis for strengthening our mutual bonds.
The Ethio-Israeli relation, which is guided by a strategic partnership, should focus on key areas.
We have given due emphasis to widening the business space for the private sector to engage more. In this context, we look forward to Israeli investors participating in key industries mentioned, as well as in the sector of telecom, aviation, logistics, and energy, which we have opened up for partial privatization.
The Prime Minister also called the Israeli government to provide capacity-building assistance to Ethiopia in health, ICT, and modern agriculture sectors. Dr. Abiy said Ethiopia will always work for a dynamic and effective partnership in promoting regional and global peace and security.
I would like to emphasize that the cooperation between Ethiopia and Israel is not limited to the bilateral arena. It also extends to regional and international issues. In this regard, let me assure you that Ethiopia will always work for a dynamic and effective partnership in promoting regional and global peace and security.
Benjamin Netanyahu, for his part, commended Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's efforts and achievements since he took office a year and a half.
You've become one of the most important and influential leaders in Africa. Your courage in promoting the standing of Ethiopia, both internationally and regionally, is exemplary, and I commend you on your achievements. You're making every effort to change the economy inside Ethiopia.
The Israeli Prime Minister also highlighted the importance of increasing trade relations between the two countries, which currently stands at $300 million.
We're going to discuss how we can cooperate in a variety of fields, but primarily in security, in technology, in agriculture, and in water management. We are ready to offer our experience, to share it with you, but we want to do it as partners. We want to have as many Israelis go to Ethiopia and invest in your dream and your vision, because we believe it can be realized. We also know that the first prerequisite of any government, of any society, is security. We are both being challenged. We're being challenged by radical Islamic terrorists. They not only challenge us, they challenge the world. And we believe that we can offer some experience, some shared experience that we have garnered because of our unfortunate need to defend ourselves. We've developed expertise that can help a sister democracy that is faced with similar challenges.
Netanyahu also said he will encourage Israeli investors to invest in Ethiopia. The Prime Minister further said the Israeli government is ready to share its experience to Ethiopia, including in the fight against terrorism. Finally, the two Prime Ministers presided over the signing of 5-point joint declaration.
Actually, Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed, after concluding his visit in Korea, Japan, and Israel, has arrived Finfinne early in the morning. Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, Shimallis Abdiisa, said 2019-20 will be a year to accomplish the already started works and solve problems occurred in the region. A discussion held for 5 consecutive days on the coming year work plan has been concluded. Addis Asafa.
A conference that held in Adama Town to evaluate work performance of the 2018-19 and 2019-2020 future work direction of the Oromia Regional State has been wrapped up. On the conference, more than 2,000 leaders of different levels in Oromia Regional State have partaken. Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, Shimallis Abdiisa, while wrapping up the conference, said that 2018-19 work performance should be evaluated with what things are done, not with what things did we start with. We've started our tasks by saying 2019 and 2020 should be the year that we ought to finalize what we have started. It can be politically, economically, and socially. Shimallis accentuated that maintaining peace and security, accelerating developmental works to keep up working on started projects is very decisive. Under citizenship duties that was proclaimed by us, any governmental worker should work 5 hours per week as an overtime task. Each and every leader at any level did a lot by this year. We have got delayed projects that have been scored more than 10 years or 15 in our region. We have to work on it per the needed quality. Shimallis further said that as of those who educated and brought this victory, the current generation should also create a conducive basement for the coming generation. Creating a generation that needs to listen or to be listened, or who stands together for a common agenda or goal, or who fight for the entire Oromo should be nurtured through Gada systems doctrine. And this would be the only choice for Oromo. Shimallis also underscored that having mechanized farming and expanding irrigation trend would be unquestionable. Creating Farmers Association would be the 2019 or 2020 main future direction, and strengthening Oromo unity would be given due attention. In conjunction with this, one Oromo joint session would be established by the coming year. Head of ODP Central Office Addisu Araga on his part noted that those hindrances of this year and obstacles of future work plans. The challenge that we are facing now and that would possibly face us in the future is highly related to racism totes. This is the first one. The second challenge would be related to economic matters.
Peace and Love Festival held in Jigjiga town of Somalia Regional State. This Kesantis vowed that peace ensured in the region should be sustained as people ties are intergenerational. Fakadu Brown has more on that.
Ministry of Peace has prepared Peace and Love Festival in collaboration with the Somali Region Security and Administration Bureau and the Transformation Media and Promotion Institutions in Jigjiga town. The festival is aimed at strengthening unity and the relations of people of the country. Sections of society participated on the festival said that they are happy with what the government of the region is doing to ensure peace of the region.
We are interrelated through farm, trade and marriage. If we take Afranka law of Hararge, they speak Somali language, whereas Somalis are speaking Afan Oromo. So it is difficult to depart these two societies. Thanks to Allah, now there is a good progress. Last year, there was a great conflict here. It was difficult even for our daily activities. Now that all problems were solved and we are living together peacefully, this shows there is no problem with the people.
Artists who have participated on the event for their part noted that keeping peace, which is base for everything, should be the role of all sections of the society.
Now our people are living together with peace and love. We are also here to deliver our messages about peace. If there is peace, there is health. If there is health, there is love among the people. If there is love, there is also unity.
Vice President of the Somali Regional States, Mustafa Mohammed, underscored that peace of the region is at a good level due to the reform brought to the country.
We could control conflicts with neighboring regions using the reform brought to the country. We've also held people-to-people conference in Adama, Finfinne, and Bahardar. Now we are ensuring peace of the region through solving the existing problems.
A historian said public holidays have paramount role for the unity of the country besides strengthening nation-nationalities relation. Some youth told OBN that they are grateful to the government for the celebration of Recha festival in Finfinne city after 150 years. Aklilu Gobraz more.
Dr. Riyad Mohammed is historian. He said that Oromo Thanksgiving and demanding festivity or race has played vital role in keeping its unity and sustaining development. The past regimes had ruined the system to dismantle unity of the nation, according to Dr. Riyad. Dr. Riyad further noted that preparation to mark race at Finfinne after 150 years of interruption shows that long-lasting Oromo struggle for liberty has been bearing fruitful results. Planning to mark race at Finfinne is great victory that the government is responding Oromo questions by turn. But a lot of questions are not responded yet. Some Oromo youth talked to OBN about the upcoming race of Finfinne festivity pointed out that the day has vital role to promote the culture and customs of the Oromo people. We Oromos from all directions come here to mark the day at its capital shows unity and culture of the nation. Through its valuable sacrifices, the nation got freedom. Questions of the nation has also been getting response by turn. Marking a race at Finfinne is one of the responses. Dr. Riyad had said the following about the value of marking a race at Finfinne. Marking a race at Finfinne is an opportunity to show that Oromo embraces other nations and nationalities for peaceful coexistence and share each other's culture and customs. It was noted that race needs to get due attention from the government. It is possible to make it a great cultural festival that will be visited by many tourists across the globe. It is also a means of multilateral relation.
Thank you so much for joining us. That's all for now. Keep watching OBN.